A New History of Texas by Anna Pennybaker. Oh, hi, I'm Jeff Murrah. I want to welcome you to True Texas History. Today, I'm going to be talking about I guess you could call it the old Alamo Monument or the first Alamo Monument. It's one that nobody that's alive today, at least that I'm aware of, has seen in real life. It was put up at the end of the 19th century, and one of the beautiful things about the monuments back then, they had a lot of meaning. People put a lot of thought into them. And that's why I'm going to go ahead and go over this. Many times the inscriptions on there are literally about setting the frame for you to be aware of. Now, this monument was put up in the late 19th century mid-19th century. And it ended up being destroyed when the Texas Capitol burned to the ground. We not only lost a lot of important papers, we lost a monument as well. Let me go ahead and show you a picture of it. As you see, there's a base there and a pillar with a flame on top. You can see a couple of the names there. Hope you can see it clearly. It has the name of Travis and Bowie. But when it was set up, the monument was positioned at the entrance to the old Capitol. And the monument itself was built from the ruins of the Alamo. And the names on the four sides were Bowie, Travis, Bonham, and Crockett. And they were in bold relief on each side. So, literally they stood out against a flat background. On the north side, it said, "To the God of the fearless and free is dedicated this altar, made from the ruins of the Alamo." That says something. Back then they weren't afraid to mention God, unlike some people these days who seem to have reservations about mentioning him or calling upon him. They weren't afraid to. On the east, it said, "Thermopylae had her messenger of defeat. The Alamo had none." At least in my mind, this says that at the time they viewed the Alamo as a Texas version of Thermopylae, which puts it on the world stage. And that sets quite a frame and quite a standard. On the west front, "Blood of heroes hath stained me. Let the stones of the Alamo speak, that their immolation be not forgotten." This says something about, the burning of the remains of the people at the Alamo. They knew that, and they wanted to make sure that that was not forgotten or that it was not in vain. And on the south front, "Be they enrolled with Leonidas in the host of the mighty dead." So once again, the connection between the Alamo and Thermopylae and King Leonidas. And it was quite a statement. At Thermopylae, it was 300 against thousands, and at the Alamo, not quite the same thousands, but quite a few. And at least the people that lived during that time period understood the significance of it. Now, as we go back to, on this one side, I don't know if you can see it, you got the skull and crossbones representing death and Travis, and then up here, notice you have the oak leaves surrounding something, the oak leaves symbolic of victory, and what they're surrounding is a Phrygian cap. And Phrygian caps typically were associated with the whole idea of freedom and liberty. you see them on old coins, and that's an old idea. And the people who put up the monument understood that the sacrifice was for the people in order to provide us with liberty. They wanted a free and independent Texas. Because keep in mind, each of the defenders at the Alamo had sworn allegiance to the Republic of Texas. The people that say, oh, this was just about United States expansion. No, it was not. They wanted a free and independent Texas. They wanted, they saw that things weren't going in a good direction, and they wanted a special place, and that special place was going to be Texas, and that's what they sacrificed for. But unfortunately, we lost that monument. It's long gone. Let's hope that we don't lose the cenotaph and some of the other monuments that are there on the Capitol grounds, because each of them has its own story. We just need to listen and pay attention to them. Hope you enjoyed this today. Talk to you again later. Till then, vaya con Dios, my friends. Goodbye.